Progress by Andrew Joshua Talon.
Luna versus Ponyville. Round 4. Fight!
The Cloud Castle of Rainbow Dash was still designed, Luna noted, as she and Pinkie Pie approached the latter's pedalcopter. Perfectly suitable for stability in high winds, it does enough magic to sustain it by directing the cloud formation around it.
Okay, here we go,
Pinkie Pie said with a grin. Luna observed her course towards the castle and frowned. Pinkie Pie, I do not believe that's the best place for a landing, she pointed out, or that this is a good speed for a landing either.
Landing?
Pinkie Pie asked. Luna blinked. Yes, returning safely to us all in service.
Oh, right. And you're actually means something else.
Pinkie Pie grinned.
First time for everything, right?
Rainbow Dash was working at her desk, frowning thoughtfully at the stack of magically treated paperwork that sat on a sculpted cloud.
Jeez.
Dash huffed and leaned forward. She scowled at the stack, whistling at the fast before her.
I can't believe this. How could I have gotten so far behind?
A loud crash echoed through her home. Vibrations shook the entire structure. Rainbow Dash was startled for a moment, before she sighed with a wry smile on her face.
Pinkie Pie,
she said dryly. She flew down and saw her pink friend struggling to get out of a cloud she became stuck in, head first up to her belly. A midnight blue pony in glasses was trying to yank her out.
Huh? Who are you? Huh?
The pony asked, just as he got Pinkie Pie unstuck.
Oh, thank you, Princess.
The midnight blue pony covered Pinkie Pie's mouth with her hoof. It gave Rainbow Dash a nervous smile.
Sleep on Celine.
Miss Celine, I'm very pleased to meet you, and she withdrew her hoof quickly, with a shocked expression, as Pinkie licked her lips thoughtfully.
Oh, yes, Miss Celine. That's what I meant. Not Princess Luna, because I got confused between mythologies or something. Anyway, she's here too. You're standing on clouds, Rainbow Dash said. Did you get Twilight to cast that spell on you again? Yes, she did, Pinkie said cheerfully. Both of us. So, why doesn't Pegasus need that spell? Rainbow Dash asked with a scowl. Celine blinked and looked over her shoulders, like Pinkie's smile grew a tad strained. Oh no, how did this happen?
Luna thought frantically. My illusion spell breaking down. This is ridiculous. It can only be disabled by hard impacts. She brought a brief glare at Pinkie Pie, who struggled apologetically. Luna mentally sighed. Well, at least the whole thing wasn't disabled. Otherwise, this might become awkward, she thought.
Well, she wanted to take a break and maybe act like an earth pony who happens to require a spell. But that doesn't, because maybe the spell would make her walk on ceilings instead of clouds, and that would be so cool if I could do it all the time. Pinkie Pie clearly misspoke,
Luna said quickly.
So, Rainbow Dash, I'm very pleased to meet you.
Luna offered a formal, polite bow to Rainbow Dash.
Because of course you have never met before in your lives,
Pinkie Pie said cheerfully. Luna gained a grin that seemed more like a grimace. Not a thing. She muttered through her teeth. Pinkie Pie emulated her.
Sorry.
Rainbow Dash watched all of this in confusion, before sighing and giving up a smile.
Pinkie Pie, you and your friend are just so random.
The Pegasus shook her head in disbelief.
So, you want to come up for snacks? Sure,
Pinkie Pie said cheerfully.
Why don't we, Miss Celine?
Luna slowly nodded, giving up. Of course. He went up to the upper levels of Rainbow Dash's castle. It was not as disorganized as the wild maned Pegasus' parents led on, and Luna found herself approving of Dash's sense of order. All three were soon perched on cloud pillows. Pinkie Pie eagerly began to stuff her face with snacks from Dash's fridge. Rainbow Dash, therefore, was able to focus entirely upon Luna, an experience the princess found a bit anxiety-causing.
So, Celine, where are you from?
Rainbow Dash asked.
Oh, Continent,
Luna replied. I work for Princess Luna in the library.
Library, huh?
Rainbow Dash asked with a raised brow.
What kind of work do you do there?
A library work, Luna said. Her eyes wandered as his probing gaze became more intense. She spotted a desk and a stack of familiar forms.
Oh, weather control reports. You're a weather pony.
Luna smiled, surprised. Rainbow Dash lit up happily.
Oh yeah, I'm the weather officer for Ponyville.
Pride was evident in her voice, and Luna smiled in some relief. You seem to have a lot of these forms, Luna indicated.
Yeah, well, with all the craziness in the last few weeks, I've fallen behind.
Rainbow Dash said. Luna got up, flew over to the desk, and began to sort through them.
Hey, what are you doing?
She asked, flying next to her. Luna read through all the forms and accompanied weather logs, did some math, and quickly filled them all out.
Really, this is all so inefficient. I need to do something about the fighting system for when I get back to the palace.
Luna thought.
Bureaucracy. Bah! Too many self-interested ponies trying to get more funny from more forms.
Yeah, Luna said cheerfully. It's all done.
No way!
Rainbow Dash said with wide eyes. She slid through the forms herself and blinked several times. She looked back at Luna, impressed.
That's amazing.
I do a lot of work, Princess Luna, Luna said modestly. She found that odd how easily it was to refer to herself in that way, as though speaking about someone else.
You seem to know an awful lot about paperwork. What do you do for Princess Luna in the library?
Rainbow Dash asked again. Luna nervously tapped her hose together. Filing, she said. Rainbow Dash, satisfied for the moment, smiled, and the tension between them dropped.
So, Celine, what do you do for fun?
She asked with a provocative raise of her brows. Luna blinked and thought about it. I have an abacus, she offered. Pinky snorted and laughed, but covered it up by eating a large cake Dash had stayed away in the fridge. Rainbow Dash stared for several moments before she shook her head.
All right, we need to take you to a party. Yoo-hoo! Pinkie Pie said. I got one planned already. Good. In the meantime, though, I think I could get her a little loosened up before the big bash.
Rainbow Dash said slightly. Luna gulped at the unfamiliar look in the blue Pegasus' eyes.
What do you mean?
Luna asked.
Aw, but Dash, I want to loosen her up, Pinkie Pie said with a pout. It can't be all at once. We need to build up to it,
Dash said. She smirked about wickedly. Luna felt like running away again.
And I know just the way.
Rainbow Dash took Pinkie Pie and Luna off to a nearby cloud formation. Several other Pegasi were congregated around it, and Luna was able to see them kicking and bouncing a small white ball around.
Ooh, what's this? What's this?
Pinkie asked eagerly, as he deposited down the edge of the cloud by Luna and Dash. The rainbow-maned Pegasus smirked as she looked over at Luna.
Cloud ball. All the Pegasi play it. It's a good way to develop your reflexes for good maneuvers. Rainbow grinned. And it's fun. You have played it, right?
Rainbow Dash asked. Luna gulped and nodded.
As a result, I'm good at it, I think, she said. Great.
Rainbow looked over at one of the Pegasi.
Hey, Firefly! I got us a new player!
The turquoise Pegasus looked over to them with a smile.
Oh, great. The wizard's down there with a busted wing. This is Celine,
Rainbow said. Luna smiled nervously.
Hello. Hello, Celine. So, where are you strongest?
Luna looked behind the two Pegasi. Pinkie Pie rubbed her chin thoughtfully, then made a series of hoof gestures.
My wings? No,
Luna tilted her head as Rainbow Dash and Firefly stared.
Bring me my host, my trampoline?
Pinkie Pie sucked as Rainbow Dash and Firefly looked even more confused. Luna grinned weakly.
I'm fine, whatever,
she said.
Oh, good,
Firefly said.
We're up against a tough team. No needs you to be a good forward, all right?
Forward? Rainbow Dash squawked. Firefly smiled and raised a hoof consolingly.
This is her first round. Give her a try. She looks like a strong flyer. Besides, you keep saying you want more practice in your reflexes. Defense is good for that. I suppose,
Rainbow Dash said. She looked over at Luna with a smile.
But you better pull your weight.
I will, really.
Go, Dassy! Go, Susan! Yeah, take your position forward over there. Get ready.
Firefly said. Luna nodded, flew over to the area Firefly indicated with her hoof. She saw the other players taking positions several meters above the cloud, and on either side of the cloud were formations in the shape of posts. A cloud ball was the perfect spear, held together with magic. Luna frowned and directly tried to analyze the game. Okay, there's a ball, goes, 7 players.
Oh, it's a ball in 3 dimensions.
Luna nodded to herself.
This should be easy.
Applying referee Aurelia blew a whistle, kicked the ball out in the air in between Luna and the opposing team's forward. The forward moved like lightning, snapping the ball with a blow over her head. Luna, shocked, turned and gave chase as the Pegasus cult flew at his teammates and protective wedge around him.
All to prevent him from scoring.
Seeing so, the other Pegasi jostling each other as they maneuvered around to block the shot. Luna smiled.
Of course, a super intercept maneuver.
Luna bent her wings back, gained speed, closing with the Pegasus. He leaped back and forth, trying to shake her. He swung himself around as teammates provided an opening for a shot, pulled his legs back.
On now!
Boom! Luna shot forward with a burst of magical power, breaking the sound barrier and snatching the ball away. She looked back up and shot for the opposing team's goal. The loud whistle of the referee made her come to a hover. The referee pony flew up to her, eyes wide and open above his whistle.
Is there a problem, sir?
Luna asked politely. The referee looked back behind her, and Luna looked over her shoulders. The ponies that had been around her while she had gone supersonic were all lying on the cloud field below in various states of shock, consciousness, and pain. Rainbow Dash herself was taking upside down from a goalpost by her tail, staring at Luna with wide-open mouth.
Woohoo! Go on, yeah!
Pinkie Pie cheered. Luna bowed her hair.
Oh dear. What the hey was that? Man, what the hey was that? You see, what the hey was that?
Rainbow Dash repeated a third time, with far more emphasis. Luna looked down at the cloud as the rest of the players observed from a distance far away enough to be polite, but not so far they couldn't hear.
I overdid it just a little bit,
Luna admitted. Rainbow Dash scowled.
How the hey did you do that? What kind of Pegasus could do that sort of...
Rainbow Dash blinked, stared intently at Luna. Luna visited, felt the urge to panic. She saw Pinkie Pie waving nearby. With a sigh, she lifted her glasses up and dropped them very quickly. Such an angle the other ponies watching wouldn't see her do it. Rainbow Dash gasped and held a hoof to her mouth.
You're... Yes. You're...
Uh-huh.
So you're really...
Yes. Luna sighed. I can leave if you want me to.
Leave?
Rainbow Dash asked in complete and utter disbelief. Luna stared back, with no small amount of it in her expression.
Yes.
I'll have to leave, won't I? I mean, it wouldn't be fair.
Princess,
look. Rainbow Dash tried, but Luna waved her hose and hissed.
Celine!
Right,
Celine.
Rainbow Dash said apologetically.
I just think, since you like to play this game, you could stay.
Rainbow Pegasus grinned.
Hang out. 'Cause I still think you need to listen up. Listen up?
Luna asked. Dash nodded. Luna frowned. How much?
Maybe just a little.
Dash asked.
Like, do you have a pet?
I have Abacus, Luna said. Dash stared again and sighed. On a side note, I'd like to say that I do believe that Abacus is played with Tiberius a lot.
You're... Celine.
Dash amended as Luna glared.
Do you want the truth?
Yes, sure, absolutely. Positive. Rainbow Dash, tell me the truth, please. Dash coughed.
You're well done tired to the spring under a hydra.
Oh, Luna said quietly. She shook her head.
I still can't play, not without serious handicaps. I think you can do something else for us,
Rainbow Dash said, licking her lips. Luna blinked, a slight blush coming to her cheeks.
Oh.
The game had started with the arrival of the opposing team and numerous spectators. On various clouds surrounding the field, They watched and cheered as the two teams clashed in fantastic aerial battle for the ball. But they also spared attention to the sidelines. Specifically, the cheerleaders.
Rah, rah, sis, boom, rah, shoot the ball through the goals and score another. Hoorah!
Pinkie Pie cheered, dancing wildly with a broad grin on her face. Oh, go team! Luna cheered along with her. Perform well. Watch the defense. Continue to maintain your above-average scoring percentage.
Round 5. Fight!
The cloud ball game ended in a fantastic victory for the home team. Rainbow Dash was carried up and away by numerous Pegasi. Pinkie Pie hitched a ride with them and waved to Luna as they headed down with this parting announcement.
Don't worry, the party will be ready soon. We'll find you when it's time to go have fun for a while.
Certainly, Luna said, with a smile, waving her hoof back. She had already felt significantly better about the visit to Ponyville. The cloud ball game raised her spirits as he proved both useful and had recovered after a previous faux pas. So perhaps things were finally turning around, she thought to herself happily. She turned on the surface of the cloud court to fly down herself, descended rapidly. She wasn't sure where to go next, but she was certain that now she had some confidence about her. She could handle anything that might happen to cross her path. Bonk! Oof! Luna cried.
Ow.
Cried a soft voice. Luna shook her head free of stars and zeroed in on the pony she had run into. It was a pale yellow Pegasus with a long pink mane, who even now had wide eyes.
Oh, I told it's haughty.
They both began, then stopped.
No, it was my fault.
They began in unison.
I should have been watching while I was...
They tried again. Luna stared at the yellow Pegasus, and the yellow Pegasus stared back. The pink one laughed softly, and they covered her mouth in horror.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I wasn't laughing about running into you.
No, I completely understand, Luna said, waving her hose around. It's quite all right. I should be apologizing, really.
No,
The Pegasus tried, but unwilling to get into another disagreement. Luna quickly changed the subject, but was left with her flagging confidence. What is your name? The Pegasus looked extremely familiar, but Luna was unsure how.
Fluttershy.
Fluttershy admitted. Luna very nearly stopped hovering in midair at that, but recovered very quickly.
Are you alright?
Fluttershy asked gently. Oh, yes, perfectly fine, Luna said.
How do I keep running into them?
She thought to herself. Granted, Ponyville was a small town, but it is almost seemed as though a higher power were directing her movements. Luna was too much a scientist to say the powers greater than herself or her sister could not exist, but felt that the execution of their wills would be far more subtle. It's what she would do if she had the power. She looked in Fluttershy's face, and for a moment had a flash of memory. A dark night in a large room filled with ponies, and maniacal laughs echoing off the walls. Her mane reaching out to brush against the face of this very Pegasus, a perversion of an affectionate touch. I had the power.
Excuse me, Miss Lee?
Fluttershy asked. Luna shook her head rapidly and looked over at Fluttershy. Oh, yes. Wait, how do you know my name? She asked. Fluttershy looked down bashfully.
I was at a game. I heard Pinkie Pie call your name a few times.
She admitted softly. I didn't see you, Luna said.
I'm not usually very vocal.
Fluttershy said with a soft voice. Luna couldn't help but smile at that. Neither am I, usually, Luna admitted. The two ponies looked off of each other's shoulders for some time. Luna then cleared her throat.
Well,
Fluttershy said.
I feel terrible running into you, so would you like to come down for lunch? If you feel like it, that is.
Luna noted the height of the sun of her head, and felt very mortal hunger in her stomach. She smiled and nodded gratefully. Yes, I will love you. Thank you very much. Fluttershy's cottage was large, a bit larger than Luna had been expecting. Given its location near the ever-free forest, Luna imagined it had been quite a bargain. Even now she could sense the chaotic and unpredictable currents of life within it, as she stood a moment outside the door of the home to take it all in. It's truly fascinating, she thought to herself. Though in my senses it feels a great wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey bubble of stuff. Luna grimaced. Note to self, find a better metaphor.
Oh, you like the forest too?
Fluttershy asked, her voice calling from the kitchen of the cottage. Luna looked over at the yellow Pegasus as he went down their lunch and smiled. Yes, I do. It's interesting. In a good way, Luna clarified. She came into the cottage and looked around. Your home is very lovely, by the way, she complimented.
Oh, thank you very much.
Fluttershy said with a smile blotched on her cheeks.
I'm very fond of it myself.
Luna looked around carefully. Bird perches, mouse holes, and numerous smaller beds were all over the house. Given her rapport with the monster in the Everfree Forest that night, it wasn't hard to guess her cutie mark talent had to do with animals. One animal in particular was resting in bed, munching on a carrot. It was a white rabbit, who stared at Luna with beady black eyes, with the same expression a king might wear at a filthy peasant entering the throne room.
Oh, I have you on my rabbits. That's Angel, my companion.
Fluttershy says he prepared some tea. Luna shook her head and smiled. I don't mind at all. She's adorable. Luna said. Angel stood up on his hind legs and held his arms up, as though flexing his muscles for approval. Luna giggled softly as the rabbit struck a number of amusing poses, like a stallion showing off. Aren't you the clever one? Luna asked. She bent her head down for a closer look. Angel in turn looked back at her, his eyes narrowing. He tapped his foot a few times, before his eyes shut open wide, and he sipped off over to Fluttershy, sitting at the teapot.
Oh, what is it, Angel?
Fluttershy asked with a smile. The rabbit pantomimed something, while wildly gesticulating towards Luna.
So did you do with Miss Celine?
Luna broke out into a cold sweat and carefully readjusted her glasses. While Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash had been accepting of the reveal, she didn't know how Fluttershy might react. She seemed so delicate and deferential.
Oh no, Princess Luna, Your Majesty, I have dishonored you by treating you like any pony.
Fluttershy cried, now dressed in a white chiton. She held up a chalice of hemlock.
There's only one means for making a disrespect. I must die!
Fluttershy declared tyrannically. She drank it all down one big gulp.
No, 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 no!
You do not need to go so lengths, Fluttershy. It's what I wanted. Ready! Luna cried desperately. Fluttershy caught that.
Oh, sorry about that.
She burped quite loudly and covered with her breast.
And then, oh dear.
Thud!
Luna shook herself free from her daydream and telekinetically grabbed Angel. She yanked the raven back and shoved him under a table behind her. At Fluttershy's surprised look, Luna thought quickly. Oh my, how fast he moves! Luna said in a high-pitched voice.
He was also glowing.
Fluttershy said in some confusion.
He's never done that before.
Well, is it not wonderful? Why don't you have lunch so we can discuss these not remotely about such wonderful things? Luna said. Let's bring Fluttershy over to the table.
Well, certainly, if you want.
Fluttershy says he sat at the table. Luna turned around. Trying to the table, she shoved Angel under. She retrieved him and held him up to her face. The rabbit looked absolutely furious as he struggled in midair, shooting glares of death at her. Please, please, I assure you, I mean you and your mistress for no harm. Please, don't tell her, please. Luna begged in a whisper. Angel stopped struggling, scratched his chin, and very slowly nodded. Luna sighed in relief and set him down. Thank you so much, Luna said gratefully. She turned around and trotted over to help Fluttershy finish setting the table. Angel watched her go, then ran to the window where a few bird friends of Fluttershy were currently nesting. He got their attention by beating a stick on the sill, and then pantomimed the situation within. The birds nodded and flew off as one. Angel, for his part, stuck his carrot back into his mouth like a cigar and grinned. Luna laughed. Oh, you poor dear, you got one.
Well, in my defense, they were really, really cute.
Fluttershy said with a blush and glanced to the side. Cute, yes. That's what everybody said. Oh, the Thomas reports, Luna said, shaking her head. Still, it did show just how ill-prepared the disaster response is in Equestria. It passed by said this.
Yes, I agree.
Fluttershy said seriously.
Why, even if it had been for a pinkie pie, Ponyville would have been completely eaten. I'm very glad Princess Luna organized those reforms.
Well, it wasn't all huh? Luna said with a blush. Fireside nodded.
Yes, but she's been very active behind the scenes ever since she was cured from being Nightmare Moon. I think she's done a lot of good things.
Luna smiled brightly and sipped some tea. Fireside hummed thoughtfully.
However, her support efforts in centralization might lead to excessive bureaucracy and less freedom for ponies overall, while her efforts to make provinces more independent might divide our efforts when it comes to foreign policy.
Luna choked on her tea. Fireside started.
Oh dear, are you alright?
I'm fine, Luna said quickly. Fireside flushed.
I'm terribly sorry if my political opinions upset you. It could be a sore point with some ponies.
No, that's fine. Whatever opinions you like, really, Luna said. Fireside frowned.
Are you sure?
Yes, that is really, Luna said. I mean, I would love to hear your criticisms of Princess Luna's policies.
Oh, you would?
Fireside asked. Luna nodded. Yes, really.
Sure.
Luna felt herself growing a bit annoyed. Yes, of course.
Well,
Fireside took a deep breath.
she seems to favor the executive branch to an almost imperialistic level when it comes to professional governors and would rather be in complete control when it comes to crises. Her proposals for labor reform are not well thought out. She sees nothing wrong with reintroducing the study of combat, whether it's case into public schools, while not addressing long-standing problems with the system. She wishes to execute market for these actions, and her foreign policy recommendations are far too isolationist.
You disagree with all that? Luna asked, tentatively, wondering how the hey someone's policy had been linked to her. Celestia, you're the public on. Why is my name the one coming up so much?
Well, yes, some of it.
Fireside mumbled to her tea.
Oh, I am so sorry. I should have given you the chance to respond. If you have differing opinions, I'm happy to discuss it if you wish.
Fireside said. Fortunately, at that moment, a walnut slammed into the side of Luna's head. Ah! Luna grunted. Fireside gasped and looked up at the roof.
Angel!
She said. The white rabbit dived to another position and threw another walnut, beaming Luna in the head again. Ow! The incognito Moon Princess ducked behind the couch as more missiles flew her way, coming from multiple animals. Ow, 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 ouch!
No, please, stop,
Fireside said. Fireside ducked behind the couch as the hail of projectiles continued. She looked at Luna apologetically.
I'm so sorry. I've never seen them act this way, really.
It's all right, really. It's not their fault, Luna said quickly. She peeked out from behind the couch. There was a veritable army of cute, cuddly animals, all armed to the teeth, with projectiles, and all looking determined. I'm the one after. I can just slip out.
No!
Fireside said firmly. She looked over at the couch.
No, please, everyone. Why are you doing this? What possible reason is there to harm our guests? I'm very disappointed in all of you.
All the animals stared. And then, as one, they all looked down on the floor. Some even started crying. Fireside waved their hose with a smile.
Now, you shouldn't feel so bad. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding and...
Fireside frowned.
Where's Angel?
Smash! The door to the cottage came down as a large contraption barreled through. Luna stared in some disbelief. It appeared to be a cobbled-together monstrosity. But the main part was something that resembled an automated chariot that ran on large gears, propelling the craft via flexible metallic treads. Mounted on the top of it was something that resembled a turtle shell made of steel, ringed about some kind of railing. In the center of the machine's cell was a large spinning barrel made of metal that had been tilted to face forward. Extending from the nose of the machine was a large battering ram, shaped almost like the hammer of Slipnir in the ancient northern pony tales. Angel rode the battering ram himself, wearing a round green helmet with a carrot in between his green teeth. And in his paws was a baseball. No! No! Luna felt panic start to right up in her chest. A panic that only increased as numerous birds appeared, all armed with baseballs. The machine started up, and the inner part began to spin rapidly. And as one, they all threw their baseballs into the contraption and sent them flying at Luna. Yee!